The traders are answering your questions now. First up, Joey T., we go to you from Chris in Seattle. What's your outlook on GLD?
Well, my outlook on GLD is it belongs in an investor portfolio, especially when you think about this dynamic between inflation and deflation. So I've owned GLD for quite some time. The performance, it's up about 22% year to date. You could go with the miners. The GDX is up about 20%, or the junior miners, which is up about 19%. But I just like the pure play to gold itself, and I think GLD is the way that gets you there.
Okay. Jimmy, to you, Avi in Pittsburgh wants to know about Raytheon. Is it too high to buy now? I'm looking at it right now. It's a nice gain today, too, up 3%, 71 bucks. The 52-week high is 93.
Yeah, I don't think it's too high. In fact, as I listen to that question, I think, well, it's only up about 20-ish% over the last few months, which isn't all that much. Look, this is a great defense company that is being held back by the fact that it's got a lot of exposure to commercial aerospace and the engines. But that exposure to commercial is going to wane over time. It's actually going to become a tailwind. And on top of that, you've got the defense business. I like Raytheon for the next couple of years.
Okay, Steve Weiss to you. Shamshi in New York wants to know the better airline to own right now. Is it United or is it Delta?
Well, I think all the airlines trade in very little divergence. The problem that I have with United, excellent airline, good management, is that they've got much more exposure in the Asian markets, and also they have a lot of business travel. And I agree with Bill Gates. I don't think business travel is going to come back for quite some time, and that's where the biggest margins are, biggest profitability. So I'm with Delta, but bottom line is you can own any of them.
Okay, Diggis to you from Scott in Atlanta. Mastercard, buy, sell, hold.
First of all, if you own it, hold it. If you don't own it, buy it, because we really like Mastercard. One, it's fairly priced at this level, plus it has great profitability. Ultimately, you're looking at it as a price about $330 now, and we see a lot of upside because what they're focusing on is the unbanked and underbanked. There's approximately 500 million people globally that could be their consumers, and they're doing the good work in that corporate social responsibility report. I read that a lot, and because that gives me the innovation ideals that companies are employing, and Mastercard is doing a great job servicing that market. Okay,
Liz Young, lastly to you from Rob in Florida. What is too diverse of a portfolio? Is it more than 100 stocks? Is that too many? What do you think? How would you answer that question?
So, Rob, it's not so much about the number of names, but about the broad categories. You don't want all 100 of those names, or however many you have, driven by the same factors. So you want to make sure you're diversified across regions first, sectors, and size categories. And once you've ticked all those boxes, then any names you add are really on the periphery. They're not central to your diversified stock portfolio.